He-Man was one of the three quintessential shows of my childhood, along with Thundercats and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so I was super pumped when Revelations was going to come out. I saw the critic rating on Rotten Tomatoes, and I got even more excited. Then I saw the audience rating, and something was weird about that. So I wanted to find out two different things. One, is the show any good? And two, if it is good, does that make me a bad He-Man fan? Or should I just be ashamed of my fandom?
That's not what this is about at all, bro.
Oh, okay. Toxic fan bro, you're back again.
Yeah, I am, bro, and I'm gonna take this show down.
Okay, let's do this again. Why do you hate this show so much?
Kevin Smith totally lied. He said this show wasn't gonna be about Teela, and then it turned out to be Teela.
Whoa, before you say anything else, spoilers ahead. Just because you feel like one of the producers misled or even lied to you has no bearing on the actual quality of the show itself.
This still sucks, though. It's all about Teela. There's no He-Man in it at all. This is totally lame.
You're right, there is hardly any He-Man in it. But the other thing is, this is called Masters of the Universe Revelation, and the Masters of the Universe are the entirety of the characters. And Teela is one of those Masters of the Universe. She was one of the original toys that was made. She was the first female toy that was made. So why not have the first 5 episodes of an epic series start telling more of her story? It's not like we got to know her super well in the cartoon. I think it's really important to show a different side of her and actually explore some of these other characters. This is a totally new take on the whole show.
Yeah, but they totally ruined her.
How? By exploring how this character reacts to trauma? Just because she didn't react the way you imagined her reacting from the original show doesn't mean that it's necessarily bad. Having her basically denounce the entirety of her role, especially a role she worked so hard for because she felt lied to, and then on top of that was experiencing a super traumatic event, is actually pretty interesting and sets us out on something to see her grow and actually overcome some of the problems that she's experienced, which is what we want to see out of characters. We don't want to just see them being perfect right out of the gate because there's nowhere else for them to go.
You know, that would work and all, but the writing just totally sucks.
There are, of course, cheesy lines in this TV show, but that was more of an homage to the original than anything else.
Uh-oh, that wall looks hungry. Hey, up there! I don't like people who destroy trees.
What if we painted the ship a nice granite?
Thanks to Man-at-Arms, you're all wet, Skeletor.
And when you listen to Skeletor's monologues, they're super cheesy and over the top and so much grandstanding. And when he gets blasted in the middle of his monologue, that seems like something that was straight out of the old cartoon. And on top of that, Mark Hamill made acting choices based on the type of grandiose visions that Skeletor had for himself. Also, the moments between Evil Lyn and Orko was pretty engaging writing.
No way, man. The writing just was awful. I can't believe you liked that thing. The plot was terrible. After all, following Teela and some other character nobody cares about, trying to recreate the sword. Who comes up with that crap anyway?
The story between bringing the sword from two halves into whole is really interesting, especially if you know the history of the toy line itself. Originally, the toy line, He-Man's sword, was actually two halves. One was light and the other was dark. So if you think about it, this is actually more like the original source material than anything else we've seen.
But how could you like it? This was terrible. We didn't get any of the characters we wanted. We didn't get to see the characters do what we wanted them to do. Or, Man-at-Arms was awful. Everything was just not how I remembered it.
Maybe because this is considered a sequel and not necessarily just a direct reboot. Again, this show wanted to put the characters in a place where we could see them grow and overcome challenges. I think the story with Evil Lyn, teasing us a little bit more about her relationship with Skeletor, was really interesting. I thought Man-at-Arms, seeing him being this broken down outcast and trying to redeem himself, was super interesting. I even thought the idea of them teaming up with Evil Lyn because there was this common goal of restoring the magic was super, super cool. Triclops suddenly being this tech cult leader was super cool. Orko actually overcoming his self-doubt and standing up to Skeletor was one of the most badass jump out of my seat moments that I love. Teela reconnecting with Adam was super great, and actually finally seeing Adam in the fourth and fifth one of the later episodes was so rewarding. I felt like it was earned.
I just wanted the He-Man that I knew, the big guy with the sword attacking Skeletor, the cheesiness, nothing bad going on. I just wanted what I remembered.
Yeah, but I wanted something new and different and had some more to say about the world around it. This show explored familiar characters, introduced us to some new ones, and also paid enough homage to the original show that it really reminded me of in Star Wars The Force Awakens. But guess what? That doesn't mean that people who like it are not true He-Man fans. We want to see more of the world, we want to see more of the characters, and we like returning to this world. This is just part 1. We have other episodes to get through, and who knows what's going to happen. I mean, after all, they didn't just kill He-Man once, they seem to have killed him twice. So, for all of you who liked Revelations out there, welcome to the nerddom table of He-Man, Masters of the Universe. It's much bigger than some people want it to be, but that's okay, because you can be a new or old fan and we'll welcome you here anyway. If you like this defense, be sure to subscribe down below, and I will see you in my next video.